Okie dokie. So let's take our ball, lovelies, place it between the inner thighs. This makes me giggle, and I do this all the time. Okay, nice. Squeeze your ball so you can really feel the inner thighs activated. And then let's go up. We'll chat after. 2. You'll have to rush.
I'll have to rush, yeah.
I can do half.
We'll have a quick chat. 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep with the calf raise, but change our shoulder into our dumb waiter. 2. No, it's not. It's Malcolm Wise. 4. Oh, my brain. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's just keep with it and just do 5 circles. And for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, 5 the other, 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
Please.
3,
Get that.
2. We've done a lot, haven't we? We did 30 then, so we don't normally do 30. And then chin to chest, bring the hips back, this will stretch it out. Weight forward, gently down. And
Every little ball's going to pop out.
take a breath in.
Said the actress to the vision.
Last one, breath in. Soften your knees, gently, bone by bone, restart that spine back up. Beautiful. And then take your ball away, and then we're just going to hold the ball, and then bring the hips back so that you're getting that nice hamstring stretch. So make sure the bum comes back before you take that ball towards the foot or the shin if the hamstrings are super tight. 3, 4, 5, 3 more, 3, 2, 1, and then switch, and 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And then just into about that position. And then we're just going to try and keep our gaze forward, but kind of down. And then up to ceiling. So bum to wall into the squat. And then down, bum to wall. 5, 6, 7, 8 more, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And then ball overhead, keep the core engaged, and we're just going to bring knee in, 3, 4, 5. The core gently engaged. 10 more, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Take it down. And let's bring it forward with one leg, back leg nice and long. So we're going to do that little isometric hold again. So we're going to do 8 lunges, and then we're going to hold it for about 30 seconds if we can into the lunge. So we go down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. When you get down now, really bend the back knee as much as you can. Take your weight a little bit further forward. Let's see if we can hold it for 30 seconds. 5 more. For 5, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands on your front knee, straight back leg, heel towards the ground. Just hold it. So you got lovely weather in the end.
Yeah, we had one day where it rained and was overcast, but other than that,
That's
it was
good.
beautiful weather. It was perfect temperature as well.
Yeah, not too hot.
About 22, 23.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
lovely.
was beautiful.
Lovely.
It's similar here, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I didn't have the same. I didn't have the same. And then again, shoulders down and six, 7, hold it down on that last one. Really bend the knee as much as you can. Tuck the tailbone. Hold. I find this one is like much harder on this side. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Hand on the front knee, heel towards the ground. Take a lovely in breath. Last one. Ruth's normally on, but Ruth just texted me. She's going to a vineyard today and they're having lunch at the vineyard. A vineyard in York.
Yeah, I think we did an afternoon tea.
Oh.
Wine tasting there a couple of years ago.
Sounds lovely. And then hold. So we're just going to, keep the core engaged. Find your centre. So really push that big toe into the mat. Oh la la la. These leggings are slippery.
I never mind that.
Sloppy. And then over. Oh my.
If one is
I think my legs are tired after last night and this morning.
Not very balanced, did it?
2.
Just ignore me.
It is now some days balances. And then hold it down and we're just going to take that big toe kind of into the knees. We'll bring it back in into 2, 3, 4, 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Before we drink it. And 1. And then 1 foot over, hips back, chin to chest, gently down. Letting the head just hang. Oh, that stretch. Take it. 5 really big in out breaths. Last one, big in breath. Soften that front knee and gently back up to centre. Oh, I needed that. It feels tight. And then let's come to that other side. So again, really kind of transfer your weight slightly to the standing leg and try and always make sure that big toe kind of anchors to the ground because that's kind of when you lose your balance when it comes away. And then just lift up and allow that knee to open a little bit and then just hold for 2 breaths. And then 6 overheads. We'll open up that ankle actually, sometimes ankle can be a bit stiff, can't it? 2. Beautiful. And then over. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Into that IT band, stretch the hips back, chin to chest, weight forward. And just notice if one leg feels tighter than the other. Letting the head just hang. Take a beautiful in-breath. And out. 4 more, really deep. Last one, breath in. And gently restart. You're different. Well done, lovelies. Right, we'll do a few little isometric holds again. So what we'll do is 8 squats, and then we'll just hold it again into kind of like a bit of a chair. In fact, bring your legs a little bit closer today. Into like a chair pose. So we're just going to go 8, bum to wall, 7, 6, 5, 4. Hopefully Jenny's got sun today.
Really not had some.
No, she's not good longer. And then hold. Last week I was like, want a Jen, I was like, oh my god, this weather incredible. She's like, no, it's going to be really spin.
No.
I know somebody's just been to Antigua and it's rained there.
Really?
Before
It's
that.
weird, isn't it?
Weather's
Around
crazy.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We couldn't stay in the hotel we booked because they'd not been able to finish the work
Yeah.
because of the storms and everything. And they'd had that many hailstones, it looked like the beach was covered in snow.
Wow. And then back up again one more time, 8 more. 8. Yeah, Zoe Locke's my friend's been in with work, but in Barbados, and she said it rained every day,
Yeah.
which is similar to Antigua, isn't it? 4, 3.
In places like that, you think it's just going to clear, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
But then, obviously, it hasn't.
I once went to Goa. We had like the first week was like gorgeous, and then it started raining on like the 8th day, and we were like, "Oh, this is novel." You know, like you know what it's like in India, proper one, and it solidly rained for 6 days. Solid, unbelievable.
My dad was in Spain and it's been like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't expect
You don't expect it.
Field, do you?
5 more seconds. Ah, beautiful, well done. Just take one foot, just bring it in, tuck the tailbone. Yeah, we can't complain, it's been amazing.
Well, next week it's going to be the same.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's bloody supposed to change for salt then next weekend.
Is it? That starts on Friday, was it Friday? It's half.
Do you know what? Yeah, it's nice. It's not bad in Leeds next weekend, but it doesn't look as good on the coast.
The East Coast have had it cooler, haven't
Yeah.
they? And yeah.
Do you know what? It's what it
It's
is.
a-
We'll still have a nice time.
Exactly. The things to do on Sunday, Harewood House has got High Family Jam playing, so you just pay your entrance into the park and there's live music all day and stuff. Yeah.
That's the bank holiday weekend.
That's Sunday, yeah,
This Sunday. Are you going?
Is that bank holiday? No.
No, bank holiday next
Is it
the following
Sunday? So,
weekend.
yeah, Mike and I go with his daughter.
This Sunday.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So I think first act's on like at 11:30 or
That might be
something.
nice. Yeah. Then we're just going to do that one more time, guys. But we just, if you don't have to, but if you want to try and take it into more of a balance, you can push that foot up towards the ceiling and just hold. Make sure your tummy's engaged then, so obviously you're going into a slight back bend. Two more breaths.
You go, man, right?
Probably standing down.
And well done. And a leg you will stood on. Just take it to the front, just to open up that sort of ankle joint. So we have done a bit of balance work today. 2.
Try to. I've got no middle core strength, like.
And 1. And then, what did I do? No, that's right. And then just under. And again.
I think you
Yeah. So either just hold it into the quad stretch where you tuck your tailbone, or if you want to do dancer's pose, really push that foot towards the ceiling. Keep the core engaged. 4 big deep breaths in and out. Frustrating, isn't it? I know, sometimes when you balance you're like, why is it not working? And then out. Like this, just
And when you rush as well, you kind of
yeah,
don't get
yeah, you're not
time
into
to
that
get
parasympathetic
Yeah.
state, are you? I know. And last one. Beautiful, well done. Okay, we're going to close out. We're going to keep into parallel, but we're going to close out. Well, I'll show you what we're going to do first. We're just doing this one for 8. Yeah, but we're going to close our eyes. So take it out to the side, palms up to ceiling, overhead, touch the hands, back down. And again, 7 more. Just warm up the shoulders. Last one. Beautiful. And then we're just going to do that little bit. Again, I did this last night in class and I can roll over. It looks like it's easy, but sometimes it's not. So one foot in front of the other. So obviously if your heel's touching your toes, it's kind of harder, easier if you take it away. But let's try and hold. We're just going to take hands to prayer. Give your sort of palms a little bit of push. Draw the tummy in, and we're just doing a rotation on an inhale. Out, breath center. Other way. Out, breath center. One more. Last one. And then we're just going to bring our arms up and we're going to try. You don't have to, but if you can, close your eyes. Two more. Last one. Bring your hands back towards the heart and slowly up. Well done. Let's go to the other side. This time arms slightly different. Take them out to the side. Elbows slightly lower than shoulders. Again, keep the core engaged. Take it around on an inhale. Out, breath center. The other way. Out, breath center. And again. Center. And again. Center. Back to the heart. And again, up. And 4 breaths if we can with eyes closed. Last one. Back down. Easy with that time? And then take both legs nice and wide, but slightly turn the feet in. Interlink your fingers and really pull the shoulder blades together so you get that opening of the chest. Take a lovely in-breath. And then take the chin to chest, bring the hips back. Start trying to bring the hands up towards the ceiling, but only where you feel comfortable. Letting the head hang towards the ground. And then bring the hands back down to the sacrum area and then back down to the floor. Fingertips, palms, wherever you feel comfortable. If you can't touch the floor, just grab the back of the calves. And then just rock forwards and backwards. forwards. And sometimes you feel this more through the hamstring, sometimes it's very kind of inner thigh area. And then walk both hands to either your foot or your shin. Just let the head hang towards the knee and just notice how that feels. If you can if your hands down, that's easier. Some people get forehand, but just see if you can take one hand down and then bring the other hand up towards the ceiling. Looking, gazing up, taking a breath in. Again. And then back down, and then the other way, and breath in. And then back to centre position. Start bringing your feet in towards your hips and then gently, gently restack. Back up, beautiful. So let's just do not a load of weights, guys, but just a little bit. So pick up whatever you want. If you want a slightly smaller one, bigger one, you can change. We're going to do bicep first, so which generally tend to be easier. So if you want a slightly, do you want a 3? Yeah, cool. Let's just take palm in, and then we'll turn palm away. But palm in for 8. 1, 2, 3. Go, Carol. 5.
Not that long. We're back on the 3s.
6, 7, 8. Beautiful. And then palm up for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. At the side. And then always nice to do unilateral just to see if you're stronger on one. And then palm up 1. So you home alone this weekend, Karen?
Yeah, but I'm going, well, tomorrow I've got a 60th party at the attic, you know, down in Holbeck. I don't know whether I've been once, we went recently to a gig.
And then switching to a lunch, guys, just for 8. Oh, the attic, I think I have heard of it.
It's not an attic though, which is bizarre.
Oh.
It's just it's
Just the name of it.
yeah, it's like not. Yeah, it's got like a
What is it
mill
down
and
near
stuff.
Midnight Bell? That
It's
area?
like near it's not Margate. You go past the Adelphi.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I go to the lakes on some.
Ah, lovely. 8, 7. Is our back on Sunday? Or are you just
No,
going
just
to come
coming
round?
round. He's not back. Can't do it. I'm not coordinated too. He's back on
3,
Monday.
2, and 1. Well done. And then just go easy, but just take arms like this. And then I watched someone on Instagram the other day doing this, and she's like, to prevent bingo wings, do this 100 times. I'm like, 100? Bloody hell. Well, I've got far too much to do in life. Yeah.
Is this the best one for bingo wings?
It's a slightly easier, just keep going. I mean, I like this one as well, but some people can't do this and they kind of rock it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to really hold. But yeah, I think it's 5 more. 5, 4, we'll work up to 100. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Gently down. Pick you. If you've got a big one. If you've got a big weight, you might want to change for the next lot. These are quite tough. So to chest press. So again, always with chest press, make sure the rib cage keeps closed. We go in and out for 10, for 9, for 8, 7, 2, 1, and then into your. This is done better. Done better. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, then just into parallel. Just one, lower down the other side. 2, do 10 on each side. 3.
Did you go to York? Because it wasn't a nice day. We were thinking of going. Was it Wednesday?
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't end up going. No.
It was quite a cool day.
Yeah.
The sun never got out, did it?
Yeah, I just thought, oh, I'm just going to be rushing. It wasn't nice on Wednesday. Oh,
No,
was it?
Freezing.
Yeah, you
Yes.
just got back.
Yes. Yesterday were cold.
Yeah.
I've got the heating on.
Yeah. We had a nice time last Saturday at Pullbridge. It was nice.
Yeah, I said it was nice. She's going with her friends.
Oh, yeah,
This
she says
weekend
she's going to
is,
go.
the football
I was
tomorrow.
thinking about going on Sunday, but I don't know if there's any tickets left. The reason I haven't booked is the guy said he tried to book and he couldn't get in, but I'm wondering if he booked the sauna. Because
Well,
sometimes
you have to
get
book a ticket then, you can't just bowl up.
No, I don't think so. I think you can roll up, but you don't want to get all the way there, do you?
No.
2, last one, and lovely, well done. Just place your weights out with
Swinton Park's nice for swimming in the lake there.
Wednesday. Oh,
It's Swinton Park.
oh, Swinton.
Oh,
Yeah.
and can you just go
in
there?
Coffin Lake, you can just, I think so. You
I
might,
don't know where that is.
it's towards Massam.
It's supposed to be lovely, Swinton.
Yeah.
You've been, I've never stayed.
It's called Coffin Lake, but it's part of the hotel's estate. And I think it used to be a fiver to swim, but
Oh, that's good. And then take that same hand as the leg in front, out in front. Mason, Labs are going to Middleton now,
Yeah.
Middleton Lodge.
Yeah.
Are they? I love it there.
On Monday. Well, that Monday after the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's my favourite.
It just made me laugh. I said, oh, I'm thinking about going to that Mexican place for my birthday, babe. What do you think? This is a place in Headingley that have some nice loves. You been? Lupo's did it.
Yeah, so didn't they go last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he went in, oh yeah, he said, I'll book it, Mum, me and Abs are going tonight, because I haven't not really seen much of you, you know, we go off. I'm like, you've seen each other every night? It's like, yeah, but you know, you just
quality time.
yeah. And then push it in. But it's not going to see it this weekend, is it? Because it Wednesday.
No, she's got this UK reef thing at work,
Oh,
which
so
is
she's
really long
busy.
hours. So
Yeah.
I'm sure they will see each other. It's not,
She usually turns up about 9:45. And then take the hand on the head and then just behind the back and then this elbow bring, just really stretching the neck out. If that's comfortable and you want something a bit more, you can try and take the chin towards the chest. The one about sending me, will send me for an injection in my neck, Amanda. I'm not sure I want it. I'm not sure I want it now, yeah.
Isn't it alright now?
It's a lot. I mean, it's
Better
just.
than it was.
Yeah, every now and then when I lay too much on that, you know, if I'm doing bridge sometimes I can feel that nervy bit. And but it's definitely so much better than it was. I'm a bit like,
Do I need it?
yeah. And then across. It's more the fear of it coming back that worries you, do you know what I mean?
My thing is, because it's not fixing anything, the injection, is it? So it's giving you a false
Yeah,
idea
exactly.
of wellness,
Yes,
and now you're
yeah.
going to do
And
something
then-
that's going to injure it more.
Exactly, and then will you not do your stretches as much because it don't feel
Because
as
it doesn't
tight?
feel as tight, but it is actually, it's just
Yeah.
mask that.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be probably 6-7 months before I even get an appointment, so I guess I'll just wait and then see how it
the
is.
appointment
Yeah.
and just see
Yeah.
if it comes up to it.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
And they only last about 6 months, don't
I know.
they? And then it is like they just turn a switch and the pain's back again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Is it not kind of aimed to let it heal, or it's not really? I
No,
suppose,
not
because
really.
she's
I
doing
mean,
the same.
sometimes, I remember when I had acupuncture in it, it was more to get the blood flow going. He don't think it's nerve, which is really good. He said, I'm pretty sure you haven't got compressed nerve. I think it's more your facet joints from an accident. I think you've just got a bit of
Compression.
Yes, if we all had a bloody scandal, probably have some
Yeah.
degeneration of the bloody spine, won't we?
Sometimes it's better not now.
Yes, absolutely. I'm a bit like,
Ignorance
movement
is
cures
bliss.
everything. And then come to the edge of your mat, talking about movement, we're going to do a little bit of a routine. So again, take it at your own pace. If you don't want to hold plank, you don't have to. We're not holding it for loads, about 15, I nearly said minutes then, 15 seconds. Chin to chest, bring the hips back, gently, gently down. And just allow allow yourself just to rest. So don't force it so the hamstrings feel like they're about to snap. Find that mild discomfort and just have a little rock forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. And then side to side. Just a little sway. And then walk it out. So if you don't want to do plank, feel free to just come into a child's pose while we're doing this 15 seconds. But try if you can. You can always take the knees down and just draw the tummy in, obviously. So push the mat away. With plank, you want to keep obviously the neck in line with the rest of the spine. So don't take your chin too much to chest and definitely don't look up to the ceiling. Draw that tummy in, heels towards the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then try not to move your hands, even though it's a long downward dog, and push your hips up towards the ceiling. Chin towards the chest, just to create a bit of spice. Oh, spice. I keep saying spice. Space, honest to God. And then just gently, you probably won't get the heels down in a long downward dog, but it doesn't matter. Just take them to where feels comfortable. Just hold. Take a lovely deep breath in. And then gently come back to plank. Take the knees down. Flatten your feet, and then nice and slowly bring your elbows backwards towards the body to bring your chest and your chin to ground, and then reach up into that upward dog. Take a beautiful in-breath and out. In and out. And then tuck the toes again. Come back into your plank. Last one. Heels towards the floor. Really feel like you're pushing the mat away, so you're lifting your breastbone. Nice. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Take the hips up, but this time bring the hands back so you've got a shorter downward dog. Hips are super high, heels are super high. And then just bend the left knee, take the right heel towards the ground. Hold that lovely deep stretch. Notice how much tension is in the calves. And then take that heel away and take the other heel down. Let's do 2 more on each side. Other side. And 1 more. And the last one. And beautiful. And then just come down to 4-point kneeling. Take the hands slightly in front of your elbows. Tuck the toes. Take a cow pose. Breath in. And round. And 5 more. And 4. 2. Last one. And just before we come over and do some bridge, let's just take a nice child's pose. So just gently either close the knees or big toes together, knees out wide, and just give your hands a little bit of a pumping action, guys, just because we've been on them a while. And then walk both hands round to the right. starting to hopefully feel a lateral stretch. Take an inhale. And out. In. And out. 2 more. Last one. Gorgeous. And to the other side. Again, reach.
Beautiful.
Well done, lovely. So let's come onto our back and let's try and just see if we can get a bit of hip, kind of really strength through the hips, guys. So we're going to hold into bridge and I'll take you through kind of level 1 then level 2. It's all about keeping the hips stable. So take your hands and your arms down by your side and always feel like you're really opening up the collarbone so your shoulders are not kind of rounding in. And your feet are parallel hip distance apart, shins underneath the knees. So when we come up, try not to over squeeze the glutes, try and think more about firmly pushing the feet into the mat. So we're going to take a breath in and then imagine there's a grape underneath that little gap in the lower lumbar spine. We're just going to send the lower back into the mat and we're going to really push the feet firmly in, particularly the middle of the foot, and bring ourselves up into our lovely bridge position. So we're on our shoulder blades, we're going to hold for 2 breaths. Really big inhale. And out breath as we come down. Beautiful. We're just going to do one more mobility one. But this time we're going to take our arms and we're going to, I can't think how to sit, like cactus arms I suppose, open goalposts, whatever. You just want to bend your elbows and take your palms face up to the ceiling. So you've got that lovely opening of the chest. Take an inhale through the nose. Gently roll the lower back into the mat. Really push your big toe in the middle of the foot. I can't talk today. And then lift up into bridge. Again, take a beautiful in-breath. And out. Last one, breath in. And slowly lower, gently down. So remember, it's your own practice, guys. So if you feel like bridge just feels lovely and you're lengthening everything, feel free to just kind of do them again. Or on the next one, we're going to do a little bit more hip stability. So take your arms back by your side again. Take a breath in. Gently roll the lower back into the mat, firmly push the feet into the mat to bring yourself up into your bridge. So we'll just start like with the first level. So just kind of put your hands, so your thumbs kind of come to the side of the hips and then your fingers kind of come on the hip bones. And we're just going to draw the navel in, tuck our tailbone a little bit just to activate the posterior. And then we're just going to raise the right heel, not the foot, just the right heel, and then lower it back down. Raise the left heel and just notice if there's any shifting in the hips. And again, so hopefully the hips keep really nice and level, and as you lift one heel, the other hip bone doesn't drop. If that feels easy enough, take your arms back down on the floor. Place your right foot firmly into the mat, really push it in and lift the other leg into tabletop. Hopefully the hip on the other side doesn't drop. Hold it just to get some endurance. And then take that foot down. Place that foot into the mat, keep the core engaged, lift the other leg. Hold, 3, 2, 1, take that down. And again, push that heel in, lift the other side. Hold, 3, 2, 1, take it down. One. Continue doing that, or if you want a little bit more kind of glute work, take your right foot into the mat, lift the left leg to tabletop, and then we're just going to drop for 12. So we're going to drop the butt an inch, and then we're going to lift up. We're going to drop, and every time we lift, we're kind of going to tuck the tailbone as well. 3, 4, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. And our glutes have had a big workout this week. And then again, the other side, and drop and lift and tuck. Drop. Yeah. 3, 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Take the heel down, take a breath in. And slowly, slowly lower. Oh, beautiful. And then just cross your ankles together and bring them knees into chest. Have a little roll around. And roll the other way. And let's just do a nice spinal stretch. You take your left leg down onto the floor. Just kind of point the foot on that left side, just so you're opening the hip flexor. Other leg in tabletop, and then use the opposite hand just to take the same, so the leg that's in tabletop, try and take that arm outstretched. And we're just going to bring it over and turn your head towards the outstretched arm. Yeah, and just notice this, I was just saying to my one-to-ones this morning, a married couple come, the lovely, and she's really struggling at the minute on her left side back. And her husband was saying he does this every day. So, and I do, to be fair. So if you feel tight, just try and get into the habit of doing this stretch. And you can always think a bit about belly breath in your stretch. So inhaling, allowing the belly to rise. Out, breath back down. 3 more. 2. Last one. And gently back. And it's always nice to do because generally people are much tighter on one side. So again, just see how the other side feels. And then just take a lovely in-breath, let the belly rise. And out. And again. Last one. And gently back. Well done. And then we're just going to do floor abdominals, because sometimes it's nice just to take it back to the mat. So you just want your feet a little bit further away than they were in bridge. And just do your little pelvic imprint release. So just nice to just release. And obviously always imagining them tray of drinks tipping forward into the mat and then tipping into the belly button, and then find that neutral spine. Yeah, so that tiny little gap underneath the lumbar spine, rib cage nice and firm on the mat, little chin to chest. Draw the navel away from your imaginary hot t-shirt, bring your right leg up to tabletop and bring your left leg up. Try and keep in that position. So try not to rock in and out of imprint release. Yeah, take your arms up towards the ceiling. So your left arm and leg are going to keep very, very still, they're not moving. Your right hand is going to come backwards and your right leg is going to come forwards and then back to centre. We're going to do 12 on that side. So what you really have to think about is that the core is engaged, that your back is not moving, and when you take your arm backwards, your rib cage is not coming with you, so you're keeping your ribs down. And obviously breathing is a good idea. 2, 1. Well done. Find your centre again. If you need to bring the feet down, to bring them back up, that's fine. Otherwise, let's go the other way. Left. And then back. So obviously...
I was alternating anyway.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought it doesn't matter if you're alternating. Continue. That's absolutely fine.
It's easier.
10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then just bring the knees again, hug them into chest. Oh, isn't it lovely to see blue skies again? I'm quite depressed yesterday when it was cold. I'm like, what's going on?
I know, exactly.
We've got
changes.
a bit spoiled, haven't we? And then just take the knees together, inner thighs touching. We'll just do a couple of little hip rocks, just side to side, supine spine rolls. And then we'll do a little bit more core. We'll give side leg a miss for once. My glutes don't want to do it today. Okay, so walk your feet again a little bit further away than they would be in bridge. Again, find really important when you're doing chest lift that you are in neutral, otherwise you just won't feel the core. If you're in neutral, it's a really nice tightening exercise. And then take the, interlink the fingers, and then your elbows are out nice and wide, chin towards the chest, and really make sure you're trying to keep your rib cage closed. And then lift up, and wherever you're lifting up into chest lift, lift a bit higher. Try and come to there without obviously squashing that imaginary break underneath the lumbar. And then lower about 3/4 of the way. Out, breath up, hold, lower back down. And again, out, breath up, hold, lower, and again. And lower. I'm missing labor again, or it feels ages now.
It's been ages. I know, I was thinking that the other day.
Yeah, it's like going to be a full year. It'll look lovely when we get there.
Oh, I hope we don't have bad weather.
Is it October?
Yeah.
We've been luckier in October, to be fair, haven't we, than in May. Well, even June when you came, Karen. No,
Yeah.
you got.
We were June and it was mixed, wasn't it?
When you got there, it was bad, wasn't it? And then you got Helen, didn't it?
So cross.
Vicky Foster, or Vicky, who were on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Fiona.
Vicky were fuming as well. Especially when they run home and all the husbands were drinking.
Yeah.
Can you remember?
Yeah.
4 more. 4. 3. The weather's something you can't do anything about,
Exactly.
isn't it? 2. Even though we feel we should be able to amend it. And then down, well done. And then grab the back of the right hamstrings. Just bring that knee into chest. Yeah, I remember you, Carol, saying, you can't do it about the weather, Joe. I'm like, I know, but we just feel responsible. Have a word with God.
It's a lovely sunshine as well.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
And if it's not the weather, it's mosquitoes.
Oh yeah, for you. Oh, that was awful, wasn't it, for you?
But to be fair, I remember it getting really hot and Jackie didn't like it, did she?
No.
And
Can't please everyone, can
No,
you?
and then take it up and then just flex and point. My friend Jenna actually, I'd seen her for age, but I've just noticed she's been on some kind of hiking thing in Ibiza. And the weather, all the skies are like black in the background.
I think it's been like
And then
that everywhere,
circle.
hasn't it?
Yeah.
Except here.
Yeah.
Circle. And then circle.
They had an earthquake, didn't they, in Turkey, which the people in Rhodes all got like an alarm went off on their phones.
Oh really?
Oh really?
Yeah,
On the other
so
side?
They had to get to safety,
Yeah.
but then nothing came of it. There was
Oh,
an
wow.
earthquake and then the tsunami, but it,
God.
which you don't really expect on holiday.
Right.
And then up, and then flex, and point.
On the wrong leg.
Oh,
That's
you
what
swap
we're all
legs.
like.
We swap legs, yeah, we swap legs.
I
Nice.
left them there.
see all the stuff that's going on there in the Gaza Strip and all that, and all the bombings. And then circle.
All over the place.
Yeah. And then circle back. And beautiful. And then you don't have to do a roll at Lovelace, but if you want to try one, you can. Take your, or otherwise just come over onto your front. Otherwise we're going to take our arms backwards, so taking a lovely big in-breath. Bringing our arms towards the ceiling, chin towards the chest, rib cage lowers towards the hips.
I can't do it.
Sometimes it's when it all goes. That's why I hate to say to people, oh, don't finish on something that don't feel right. And then come. Always remember to put this underneath your back, like that. That really helps people that shoulder massive. It doesn't propel you, but sometimes if there's a bit of stiffness in the spine, it just allows that kind of...
It just doesn't, it's not something I can do.
My tummy's had so much surgery on it. It just
Yeah,
doesn't feel good.
and then gently up. Have you got, what did you say you've got, Carol? A longer body?
I have a long body,
I think that's what I always, not worked, and then gently back, guys. I did my training, and one of the girls on the course, she was brilliant teacher, brilliant, you know, could do everything, and she couldn't do a roll up. And the talks very much about length of torso to leg length, and I think that was what it was, longer torso.
Oh, I must have a really
That's
long
right.
torso. Tiny little
Like a big body.
You know when you see those lads
I
in
might
their
try
jeans
to
down there, so their legs over the back.
I might try and draw a little stick insect and send it to you, and then the way. I did think my training with a girl called Denise. She was brilliant. She was a maths tutor, and she used to do stick insects for all the moves.
Oh, really?
Do you know what I mean? So if you're
yeah,
inside
yeah.
like mine, God, mine was that people have been like, what the hell's that supposed to be? And thank you, lovely. Thank you very